Alright, welcome everyone to round 9 of the Formula Trackstars Championship. We're live from the United Kingdom, as always, obviously. I've ducked out of the comm box and went and had some food, and now we're here. So, it's going to be a 63 lap race. So if you thought the Formula 3 feature race was like 15 laps, these guys will be doing just over 4 times front. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one, I think. I think you can hear the game twice. Yeah, so definitely be an interesting one to watch and see. But as we jump on board here with Trappett, he's the current championship leader, just in front of us. So. Wonder if Trapper can get a win here, or if someone else can stop the It's Racing wrath of Brands Hatch so far, because as everyone knows, I've gone 2 in a row the last 2 years, so we'll wait and see. But in some latest news, we've had Mr. Spud P666 in the number 32. So he and Spud in the number 32 has had some connection issues all week, and unfortunately hasn't been able to get it sorted for tonight. So we've got Tyler in there in Kaizen. So definitely be keen to see what he can bring. And yes, Jarman, the Formula 3 cars look faster than the ones racing earlier tonight. They are the SF19. Just a little bit more power. So yeah, but. And also in latest news from the It's Racing camp, unfortunately, Cody Blackman, Little Blacko in the number 14, has pulled out of main series. So it's obviously sad to see him go. He was assigned to line up against me in touring cars, but he's obviously doesn't feel comfortable racing in main series, so he's going to be stepping down into F2. And we've going to have a couple of driver shake-ups going around with different teams and stuff like that. But yeah, so filling in for him tonight is Mr. Mitch Curry, the current Formula 2 champion, championship leader. So he's in the number 14, and he will be in the number 14 tonight. So I'll be very keen to see what he can put in, because we all know how Mr. Curry is here. Thank you, gentlemen. There we go. Comes around the final corner now. He was purple, so we'll wait and see. He should be in a 104. He does 104.5, so he's 8 tenths faster than Ando. But question is, where is Pat? That's the man we've got to look out for in Pat Trappett. So he's been the man to beat recently as Matt Campbell. We do see Campbell this week in the number 12. So Woodsy was around last round. Sorry, my apologies. And yeah, we've got Matt back in the car. So I'm not too sure what happened, but it's good to see Matt back on the grid. So he goes slightly purple there through that sector, and he's 3 tenths faster through sector 2. So this will be a low 104 if he can string it together. Nice avoidance there by the Ice Racing Group driver there. He's only just purple, so he's lost a chunk of time there down that back straight. As we do know, Campbell is on controller too, so. Wow, he lost a massive amount of time in that last sector. And he runs wide into turn 1, so probably not what he wants, but he's just shy of Mitch. Mate, Mitch is doing an outstanding job so far. We've got all full well confidence in Mitch and what he can do. So he loves the Formula cars, so we'll wait and see as the drivers start to settle in their laps. Curry just goes faster, again through sector 1. So we've got Curry in first, Campbell in second, Ando in third. So Ando joins us tonight again, as always. He's not flying around the globe, doing his pilot duties. And then we've got Lansdale in fourth, who just been pipped by Harcourt. Harcourt, mate, what are you doing up here in fourth? That's a solid showing there by Craig. He probably doesn't like seeing Curry in first, as obviously he drives for the same team. But yeah, so I'll just put my chair back and lean back for this one. As Monjuvi jumps up into fourth place for WTC Racing, and Curry goes faster again with a 104.4. Whee! Grubby, I don't race main series, man. I'm just a fill-in when they need it. I step back from main series for formulas. I kind of wanted a season off, but Jarman pulled some strings and I ended up racing F2, so yeah. I only fill in. I'm a reserve driver mate for main series if I need to. But, yeah. You'll see me on Thursday in the Porsche Cup though, so I'll be there for that. We're going around the circuit of Montreal. It's going to be fun, I think. But yeah, Curry's put in some solid performance there. Oh, Shepard jumps up into P2 with a 104.648. Oh, Campbell with a 104.1. Wade with a 104.4. I've raced 3 times this year so far in main series. Maybe F2 you see me racing, me and Curry battling it out in F2. But no, this is main series, man. This is the big boys. This is the big boys of Track Stars. This is main series here with the teams championships on the line, driver championships on the line, and yeah. As Jarman said, I'm a dedicated streamer for GT7 at the moment. So unless I'm racing, I'm more than likely streaming. So yeah, we have struggled for a streamer in the past, and that's also another reason why I did step back to. I figured I'd put my services to work and race. Yeah. So if you see me in a black car, a black and orange car, that's my F2 car. So O'Shea jumps to the front with a 103.9. As I say that, he puts it in the wall. Also, my apologies, ladies and gents. I don't know any of the corners around this track and their names and stuff. Take me to Bathurst, though, ladies and gents. But yeah, so yeah, it's more than likely F2, man. In my black and orange and white. Curry's on a PB here, so I wonder if this little bit of slippy stream here from Tyler whoops him up into P2 with a 104.1. As I say that, Pat Trappett goes faster with a 103.8. So current championship leader on top at the moment. As everyone settles in, I'll run through the grid here. We've got just over a minute and a half to go. We've got Trappett in first, O'Shea in second, Curry in third, Campbell in fourth, Monjuvi in fifth, Shepard in sixth, Ando in seventh, Lansdale in eighth, Harcourt in ninth, Breeder in 10th, Walker in 11th, Old Man in 12th, Calypso in 14th, Calypso in 13th, Costa Rock in 14th, and Mr. Dallep's chilling in a safety car. Yeah, mate, the lobby connectivity isn't exactly the greatest. Oh, Pat gets impeded there by Costa Rock, otherwise known as Cabans. Seconds to go. Jarman, can you give me the all clear, mate, on when they do the post pre-race briefing and stuff like that, on when I'll be good to go. Wow, very unfortunate there for Trappett with following behind Costa Rock. There was a lot of dirty air there, so that's his lap done. O'Shea's done. Shepherd's on purple. Curry jumps up into P2, just shy of Trappett with a 103.861 compared to Trappett's 103.837. Jump back on board here with John. Lost time there through that last sector. That's very unfortunate. Probably not what he wanted. Looks like everyone's settled into their laps. Wonder if we'll see a safety car tonight. We've been safety car free so far this season. Now that I've said it, I've jinxed it. I can feel it. Who have we got the Monopoly money on? That is the question, ladies and gentlemen. Who's the Monopoly money on? Just Calypso rolling around at the end. Here on his final lap. So that there you have, ladies and gentlemen, Trappett with a pole position for round 9 of the Formula Track Stars Championship, with Curry not too far behind. He's very close there. As we run through the grid here, we've got Trappett on pole position with a 103.837, with Curry just shy behind him with a 103.861. Very unfortunate there for Curry. That's ever so close. But then O'Shea and Shepherd on the second row, Campbell and Von Juvie on the third, Ando and Lansdell on the fourth, Breeder and Harcourt rounding out the top 10 on the fifth row, Walker and Costa Rock on row 6, Old Man and Calypso at row 7, and Dalitz all by himself on row 8. So that's it for qualifying, ladies and gentlemen, and ups to Mr. Pat Trappett there with a 103.837 solid work performance there. So I'll just wait for the all clear from the boys in the party chat on when we can go. So sit back, relax, grab a bite to eat, a drink, and I shall be back very shortly. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We'll be going live for the race start in roughly about 2 minutes time, but who have we got our Monopoly money on to win? We've got Trappert on pole at the moment. Got a bit of beef going on here. Apparently I prematurely jumped the qualifying gun. Where's my starting soon button? There it is. Alright, I've got the all clear, we're ready to go, ladies and gentlemen, for the next 63 laps around here of Brands Hatch. This is going to be a quick race, I reckon. Mandatory tyre pit stop. Drivers have to use the hard or medium tyre for a minimum amount of laps. That amount of laps is 16. They will have to use either mediums or hards here at Brands Hatch in the United Kingdom. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen, for the race start. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Trappert on pole, Curry on P2. Who can get the jump? Who can get the start? Trappert on the inside, Curry around the outside. O'Shea up the inside too. Looks like we've got a bit of a semi-clean start. Very nice clean start, boys. Top work. Too wide. Oh, who's out here? Who was that? That was in the CP driver. That was Campbell. See what happened there. Looks like he got hung out to dry. Oh, just hung himself out to dry. Very unfortunate there from Campbell, who had a fantastic qualifying in that number 12. He's dropped all the way back to P12. So, oh, we've got some cars going off here. Can't catch what car it is. What hardcore. Ando. Driver's trying to push 2 and 3 wide there. Unfortunately, that doesn't work, friends. And Trappert's out to an early lead here, just under a second from Curry. First three boys are on mediums. Oh, who's out in the weeds? Run through the tyres. We've got Trappert on the meds, Curry on the meds, Shepherd on the meds. Oh, Shepherd runs really wide there. Through my not so favourite part of the track. Oh, looks like he just got dragged in the slipstream there. Kind of didn't equate for the extra speed that he was carrying. But yeah, don't worry, race big. I know, mate. I know. It's definitely murderous. Lansdale in 5th. Juvie in 6th. Campbell in 7th. He's done a massive haul back of positions there. Dropped all the way down to P12 in the first lap. So ran wide just where he's going through now and dropped all the way from within the top 5 all the way down to within the bottom 3. So looks like he's trying to claw back as much time as he can. He's on the soft tyre, so he's out of sequence with the boys at the front. So definitely wait and see what he can get back from this. It is old school. Something about it just has a decent flow to it, but you know, when your car's really fast, you kind of want a lot of air and stuff like that. But yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, it looks like it. 5.5. You'll be carrying an extra load behind you going through that section. Oh, someone spun at the back. Breeder. Oh, looks like he spun beforehand. 3-second pit stop, 3-second penalty, so it looks like he might have chopped the pit entry line, and he may go a lap down here. I do know the pit stop's about 12 seconds or so, so it's really quick. Yeah, so he's just gone a lap down now. He's got to really watch this exit, not to impede another car coming through. Not what he wants this early on, especially being at Brands Hatch. It's such a short track, but Curry's on the back of Trappett now, and then O'Shea's not too far behind. So if the front guys make a mistake, the driver behind them is going to really pounce on that there. But again, O'Shea's on the softs, Curry and Trappett on the medium, so that may play out into the hands of Curry and Trappett. Granted, they have track position. So just here, you'll be in the dirty air, plus in the slipstream, plus the wind behind you. Oh, in saying that, O'Shea hits the grass. Gets damage as well. So you got the ripple strip, got the green ripple strip on the left. Jumped onto the medium, so he's not fulfilled his minimum laps yet on the soft tyre. Yeah, Breeder is quick, but he's made a couple of errors, unfortunately. So you will have to watch out for the charger back behind him. Speaking of which, runs off into the sand. Really hot into there. Really hot into there. Yeah, Kaizen is doing a very good job there in the 32. He's sitting at P4 at the moment. Campbell up into P5 after his little bit of a mishap on the first lap. on the alternate strategy, as I said. So I think the first 4 cars are on the medium tyre. This TV cam just switches left, right, and centre all the time. Very quickly. Trap it out to a 1.4 second gap over Curry. Yeah, that's solid performance there, but currently it's an ITS Racing versus MSR top 4 at the moment. We've got Trappett and Lansdale first and fourth, and Curry and Shepherd second and third. So it's a MSR ITS Racing sandwich. Got to keep an eye on O'Shea, so where O'Shea is in all of this. Just remember he has pitted. He pitted on lap 5. So you still need to do the mandatory amount of laps on the soft or the hard. But my guess is mediums for minimum of 16 laps, I believe it was. Softs to the end, so we'll, got to keep an eye on that number there. But everyone seems pretty spread out at the moment. But Curry isn't letting Pat go at all, as Shepherd puts in a 105.3 and a 105.6. So Shepherd looks sort of settled in now into third. Well, putting in some quick laps, but yeah, Curry isn't letting Trappett get too far ahead of him. Their tyre usage is pretty much exactly the same. Trappett has used a little bit more on the left rear compared to Curry. That was very close there. Very close call. Owen Brown moment there for Trappett. Campbell has passed Kaiser within 32, but that's what I would say pretty considerable. Granted that Campbell is on the softs, Lansdale's on the mediums. I believe Montuvi's on the mediums too. Honestly, man, you can't essentially undercut or overcut as much as what you would think. Granted that the pit stop is only like 11 seconds. I would say more or less it would have to be an overcut if it was anything. Obviously where the pit entry line is too, it's pretty tight, so you've really got to slow the car up. So you can see coming down here, you've really got to slow the car up to make that pit entry, plus there's the chicane going into it, so yeah, it's roughly probably works out to be about 18, 19, 20 seconds ish roughly. So, nice quick lap there by Kaiser, 106.3. Well, Campbell's doing 106.3s on the softs. Meanwhile, John's done a 105.3 on the mediums. Look, I'm maybe predicting these guys will go to a lap, about lap 40, 50 odd. And yeah, that's the other thing. This title can be crowned tonight, depending on where Trappett and O'Shea finish. If I remember correctly. So Trappett at the moment is a 304 gap over O'Shea. And after tonight, we shall see Walker, Costarock, and Old Man actually jump spot. So Walker will go into third in the championship. Costarock will go into fourth. So you may see Nick jump go from probably third, maybe all the way down, maybe 10th or 11th, somewhere there, depending on where the others finish. Actually, no, I won't go down that far. Maybe about 6th or 7th. Curry's got a half-second penalty, so it looks like he shortcut one of the corners at the back section. Game's wigging out down the bottom right, as you can see. He's really not letting Pat get a buffer. But yeah, as you said, Pig, I think, yeah, that dirty air is kind of hurting him a little bit. When he gets kind of close enough to make a pass, he can't hold it as such. Yeah, he's currently 304 over O'Shea. So depending on how it finishes, O'Shea will be getting 224 and Pat will be getting 300, so that'll be an extra 70, 80 odd points. Yeah, the title can be wrapped up tonight. The question is, will it happen? But we'll wait and see. It's never over until the checkered flag drops. So. That's a good one, Charlie. That's a good one, Charlie. These racing boys are putting in a solid performance now. I know Jarman will be definitely very happy about that one. Sitting P2 and P3 at the moment. I think the only real way that Curry would be able to get Trappett is if he does an oval or undercut. But granted, the tyre usage, yeah, they'll be running about probably lap 30 odd, maybe 40 if you can stretch it that far on the mediums. And then run softs to the end. Well, that's obviously what I would do, but yes, Nick, we are trying to spoil the MSR bandwagon because at the moment the only person to beat Pat is myself in the It's Racing car. So beating him on track, different story. Beating him in results, he was obviously lucky to get the win at Spa last week because there were some penalties handed out for some illegal overtake usage. To obviously O'Shea. So O'Shea dropped quite considerably far back from the lead. Lapped car, two lapped cars. Oh, Trappett off into the grass. Kind of not really what he wants, but he's also got two lapped cars right in front of him. Blue flags, boys, blue flags. Curry. He's really dropped off that lap. There for Trappett coming into turn 1. Never mind. Costarock was given in the room, which is all good work, mate. Sorry, I looked a little bit closer. Oh, he ran wide. That's how it was. obviously this track, because it's so high paced. Close on there from the back. Yeah, it is very hard here navigating lap traffic, obviously with dirty air as well. Kind of hurts. But Pyro looks to have got back into rhythm now, and he's done his PB with a 105.5, so he's back and he's putting in some hard yards here. But John has jumped into the pits now. Off the mediums, more likely going the softs. My guess is we'll see John put in some hefty laps here with Kais and runs wide. Oh, and spins! So it looks like he just ran real deep there and just obviously got it a bit real handsy there. So, yeah, exactly. It's the same aspect of Monaco, really. Yeah, more or less Monaco. I wouldn't say essentially Hungary, but yeah. Monaco is probably a good representation of it, to be honest. Speaking of which, the race will start at 11 PM tonight, and from what I heard, Charles Leclerc has been given a 3-spot grid penalty, so we'll see Ocon starting P3, which is good for Ocon. Do you remember correctly, and have been told correct information? It was for impeding Norris, I think it was, in qualifying, so that'll be an interesting one. But the question is, can Alonso get Max into turn 1? That's the question, because pretty much, you know, if you don't get him into turn 1, you're just stuck behind. So. Tell me about it. Leclerc and Monaco have the worst curse at the moment. It's ridiculous. What was it? Last year he put that old faithful car in the wall. Paddy's really not out of this at the moment. Yeah, Max, I have noticed that Max does really struggle on a race start. Plus, he doesn't really have much of a run into turn 1. But another thing as well, there isn't much high speed here, so the Red Bulls may struggle a little bit. But we'll wait and see, obviously. So. Okay, anything is possible, John. Anything is possible with that one there, my friend. But yeah. Now I'm kind of Curry's used a little bit more left front, but his left rear is less used than Pat's. So that's an interesting one. We've got Campbell. As I say that, Campbell jumps into the bits. So Shepard's back into third on the softs. Campbell with them dead softs. We'll see whereabouts he comes out. Comes out in front of his teammate in P5, so nice work there. Dewey's in P4 from WTC Racing. O'Shea's up into P6. Lansdale after that unfortunate spins in P7. Ando in P8. He's got some front wing damage. So I wonder if he spun or he's collided with another car. See if another car has any other damage. Yeah, Old Man. So Old Man's got rear damage, and Ando's got front. My guess, front to rear damage. Ando's come together with Old Man, which is very unfortunate. But Breeder down here in 13th place. Has he got another lap down? He has. Breeder's gone 2 laps down. That's very unfortunate there. John with a 104.9. He's moving. He's going quick. I can't push the right number on the keyboard. Look, if anything here, John may be looking for an undercut on Pat. But as I said, his alternate strategy, so I wonder how this will play out. I don't know what the tyre usage is like. I'd be expecting Pat to be coming in shortly to get off those mediums, but yeah, well the other thing is, John and Curry can see the gap to Pat, where Pat can't see gaps to anyone, so he has no idea how far behind John and Wade and Matt are, so this will be interesting. I do know that John is very hungry to try and take a win off Pat. The only other thing Pat will be able to see is John setting these purple laps. That's the other thing, so Johnny's absolutely flying. I did hear midweek though that John's feeling pretty good in the car, so. Evening Rudsy. I tell you what though boys, it's so great to have a week off racing. Ando's jumping in here, he's probably more or less fixing the damage, or he's getting a new set of boots. And fixing the damage as well. Yeah, see, he is. Trappett's in the pits. Now that we need to watch this, where this comes out. Trappett on the mediums again. John runs wide. Yeah, I love St. Croix too. Getting spicy. Oh, John around the outside of Pat. Nice move there. Hopefully John saves some overtake though, that's the thing. Pat's just got to kind of try and keep with John here. Yeah, that was an outstanding move. Around the outside. Mate, you need to get with the times. PS5 galore. Yeah, that move was fantastic there by John. Around the outside. O'Shea in here, getting off the mediums onto the softs. Looks to be like a bit of a high deck circuit. That's what it is. Lansdale in P7 at the moment. On some old medium tyres. So Curry's still out there on the mediums. Jumping in. It's going to be tight. Yeah, of course. Exactly right. Couple of lapped cars here in the middle. These. Yeah, that's it. Mate, no more overtake now, John. If you're listening, no more overtake. Horizon's in the bits now. So by the looks of it, John's gone a medium soft and will more or less run these set of laps to about lap 40-ish, roughly. 40, 43, I'd say we'll try and push them that far and then run another soft to the end. And Pat's on for another medium stint to try and maximise that. But I don't know, I mean, this is the strategy playing out for a track like this is always a hard one. But Curry's breathing down the neck of Trap at the moment. He's not letting him go out. Car. Oh, that was a very sketchy spot to have a lapped car. Curry lost a chunk of time there, but Bon Jovi's in the mix of this now too. He's scored back some time to the leaders as well by running that alternate strategy, but his softs are pretty worn, so he's on a definitely an upside down strategy with this one. John's pulled out a 5.7 second gap to Pat. There's a lapped car in between them, I just don't know which one it is. Mate, that'll give me the biggest stroke. Trying to find that lapped car. Yeah, he ran wide on the GP loop because it looks like it copped a whole buttload of dirty air. Plus with the lapped car as well. He's really under pressure there from Wade. Wade's just gone past him, but Curry shouldn't need to stress. Use Wade to kind of bring him closer to Pat. So. Running a little bit wide there. Yeah, Wade is flying. He's doing an outstanding job so far. Pat's on for PV here. John doesn't look to have used any overtakes, so John's done well. Now he's just running on pure pace to gap himself out front. Which hopefully he should do. Granted, he's on a soft time. that's the other thing as well. We've got Curry in here and Kaizen, so they're used to doing like 15-ish laps per race. I'd say here we'd be doing like 20 or 30, but yeah, this is probably about triple, nearly quadruple the amount of time in the car that we'd spend in an F2 car. So, you know, it's definitely a step up for those guys. You know, obviously me being main series previously, I'm kind of used to it, but going from F2 when you don't have any history in main series as well, it's definitely quite a big step up. But Curry loves his formulas, so yeah, I think it's a big step up there for Curry and Tyler, obviously, because they're not only that, they're filling some pretty big seats in some pretty big teams. So yeah, I guess, you know, it's a positive for them on how well they're doing. You know, Tyler's sitting in P7 at the moment. Matt's 16 ahead of him. Alternate strategy, but Matt's got some damage. So yeah, it's definitely hats off to those guys so far at the moment. And obviously the other thing is Curry's battling me for the championship in F2. So yeah, it's kind of an interesting one, but no, the boys are good. They all help out each other. So John's down to 8.2 seconds at the moment. If John can get that gap to about 13 or 14, I reckon he may be covered essentially for a pit stop with Pat. So I think John just needs to punch out some 104s here, get a little bit of a gap, see if he can run those tyres out a little bit more, as I said, lap 40-ish, 40 odd, 40, 42, and then run a 20 lap stint, because he did last pit on lap 17, pretty sure it was, so he's nearly on 20 laps in. John, Pat, Curry and O'Shea all started on mediums. So John's got alternate to Trappett and Curry. So Curry and Trappett are both gone medium. John's gone medium soft. So my guess is that John will then go soft again, and Trappett and Curry will then also go soft to finish. So yeah, John, we all know John loves his overtake and John loves his soft tyres. It's just a match made in heaven, really. Not where you want to catch a lap car. Oh, that was so close. Do not know what happened there. Unfortunately for old man, but yeah, as I said, it's hard to get him. Yeah, they do. They will need to pit again. So the top 4 will need to pit, which Wade has done also. But 30 laps on those tyres may be a bit of a stretch. So at the moment, I think O'Shea needs to go back onto the mediums, because he only did like 6 laps on them, unless you put another medium set on. So we may need to get that double checked with that one. But yeah, no, Curry and Pat both need a pit. John, if he can get to the end, he doesn't, but he ain't going to get to the end on those tyres. Which I think, to me, he lost a chunk of time. Curry's run off. It's that blind corner. Blind corner's a killer. It's all good. Still got a gap back to Wade, so that's all that matters. Just need some head down with that one. Yeah, Wade pit, so he jumped off the softs and put on a new set. So he put on pit on lap 32. And it looks like he slightly spun on 33 with a 109. So yeah. John's tyres are really starting to wear now, so I think he's just trying to manage that gap. If he can kind of keep the gap there and maybe undercut Pat, I think it may pay off for him. So Matt's just in front of John. Maybe not really what John wants, but Matt should have enough pace to stay in front of John. But his laps look a little bit inconsistent there. So that'll be one he's got to be careful of. Battle back here, we got O'Shea. No, it's not a battle, it's just a bunch of lap cars. So I think that's... positions up to position 8, so position 9 and backwards have been lapped. We'll see how right I am with John's strategy. If I can pick it correctly, I reckon he's going to pin on roughly about lap 40, 42 as I've said. That'll probably be your main pit window. It'll be roughly 40-42 to get to the end. There's still enough grip on the tyres to get you to the end. Carry on for a PB. That tailwind is really causing a lot of havoc through this section. That seems a bit ishy there. That gap out to 8.5 seconds. It looks like I think that's kind of really what he kind of wants. His left front's really burning. Obviously, this is a predominantly right turning track. Sorry, so you will burn those left tires kind of quite considerably. We've got Costa Rocky up as a lapped car, about to go 2 laps down, 3 laps down. Mr. Rock jumping in there onto the pits. Jumping on a new set of soft boots. Curry's closed that gap down a little bit. 8.8. Wade's closed that gap back to Curry to 2.3, but as I said, he's going to stop. So I think Wade is massively out of sequence here. He's going to have to pit again on probably like 55 or so, I reckon. Got a 104.08. That's a damn good lap around here. Shepherd's into the pits. Trappett's into the pits. So Trappett has jumped on at the same time. As John. Curry has come out in front of Trappett, and Wade has come out in front of Trappett. So Trappett's jumped at the same time as John. So he's 8.8 seconds behind, and they pit on the exact same lap. So that's a lot of time to crawl back for Pat. This is interesting. Wade's flying too, so Wade's quick at the moment. I think Curry should kind of pit roughly in the next probably 3 or 4 laps-ish. To kind of try and stay in sequence, but 8.7 seconds to John. Yeah, exactly. That could be crucial there. Honestly, I think Pat may have jumped the gun a little bit early. But yeah, he's got these 2 cars to navigate here. He can burn some time by sticking behind. Obviously, they are racing for position, so they don't have to move over. They can battle it as much as they want, as long as it doesn't get classes blocking, but yeah. Dirty air, wow. Pat just lost nearly 2.5 tenths there through that section. Plus the tailwind coming into that last corner. If anything, John can just save his tyres for a little bit. Pat's just burning overtake here by just trying to stay in the slip of these two. Because Wade will need to pit again. Pat shouldn't, and John won't. So it's going to be a battle between Curry and Wade on who's going to have P3. Oh, Curry's into the wall. Run wide there. On the grass. Very unfortunate there for Curry. Always run wide. Oh, I didn't push the right button. That was a long time ago. I didn't push Z. I still had it set for the old one. Yeah, it looks like he just caught the grass on the edge there. Very unfortunate there, but it's a massive gap there that is lost, unfortunately. But Curry can pop in some quick laps. He's got some overtake to burn, and Pat is battling with Wade at the moment. So, in a sense, it can go into the arms of Curry. Oh, Pat's run wide. Oh, that's so close. Yeah, the top four are running away with this, definitely. O'Shea's back there in 5th. Lansdale's up into 6th. He still needs to pit though. I don't think he's going to make the end on those tyres. But that's probably what John would have wanted, is to know that Pat did run wide. So that was very close. Tyler's going well. He's down into 8th. He just come out of the pits. He's a little bit out of sequence. So Ando pit 2 laps ago. Yeah, I reckon Campbell's going to have to pit again. So Tyler's looking on for roughly around a P7, P6, P7, depending on how he can battle with Ando. But yeah, the top 4 at the moment are definitely running away with this one. Scored some time back to John. So Pat, I can see he's not happy with his mistake that he had. Laps, 46 laps complete, sorry, on lap 47 of 63. We've got John in 1st, Von Jumi in 2nd, Trappett in 3rd, Curry in 4th, O'Shea in 5th, Campbell in 6th, Ando in 7th, Lansdale in 8th, Harcourt in 9th, Walker in 10th, Breeder in 11th, Costa in 12th, Old Man in 13th, and Calypso in 14th, with Jarman Dallets in the safety car in the pits, and I think you've slightly overrun your pit bay there, my friend. Either that or your pit crew's on drugs. At this point. Well, Pat's just burning them. Curry's put a 103.4, so he's pulled quite a bit of time back to Pat. No, John will finish on softs. So John started on medium. So the top 4 currently, top 5, sorry. Started on mediums. So John started on mediums, so went medium, soft, soft. Pat went medium, medium, soft. So Curry's clawing back some time that is massively lost. Yeah, so Pat, Curry and John all started on the mediums. Pat and Curry went to mediums in their second stop, John went to softs, and that's how John is now in front. But Pat and John pit on the same lap for this stint. But Pat has used quite considerably a more amount of tyre trying to claw back time to John. But the old thing, Pat can use overtake, John can't. But so far, touch wood, John hasn't used overtake. But now there's a lap car in the mix of this in Walker, so everyone is so spread out around the track, it's ridiculous. Yeah, exactly. John ran pretty much the minimum amount of tyres on mediums and then ran softs and essentially undercut Pat. Calypso looks to be 6 laps now. 6. Maybe just not 8. Yeah, for sure, mate. Wade has done an absolutely stellar job here. Brian Sachi did run alternate first, so he made up a lot of time in his first stint. By running the soft, I'm pretty sure he did. He ran soft medium, unless he started on medium, I can't exactly recall, but yeah, he did pull back quite a chunk of time. But yeah, this is going to be a great result for Wade. So. In regards to your question, Rob, no. So we won't have a streamer. But yeah, as Jarman's just put in there now, if you know of someone that would be happy to do it, send them our way. So feel free. But yeah, unfortunately we can't offer money as services because we don't have a serious sponsor. But we are supported by Coach Dave in the Porsche Cup Series. Yeah, that's it. Nick, Pat can catch John. Whether or not he can pass him, that's a different story. So we will definitely wait and see how this pan out. But at the moment as well, O'Shea has crawled back into P5. Gap with Curry and Wade, 5.7, 5.8, so Wade's found some whopper pace. 104.8, 104.4. John should go to the end, yes. Pat should go to the end. So top 4, top 5 should touch wood go to the end. But as I said, John has saved a lot of tyre while being out in front, where Pat has used quite a considerable amount more by clawing back the lost time. You know, if anything, Wade may close the gap to Pat once his tyres wear. But yeah, Wade doesn't have any overtake left either, so that's another thing. Pat kind of really hasn't closed down that gap to John in the last, say, 5 or 6 laps. Nice way of getting out of the way there, Devlin. Much respect for Devlin. I have a lot of respect for Devlin. He's a good racer to race around. Probably one of the most respectful people that I've raced with. He's very aware of drivers around him. See, exactly like that. Mate, Devlin is always welcome in any of my races, all the time. Very respectful. He's from Belgium. It is crazy o'clock in the morning, I think. If anyone wants to look up the current time in Belgium, that'd be nice. We don't mainly run open wheel, Grubby. We're doing 10 rounds of this, and then we got 10 rounds of touring cars with some enduros whipped in there. We are looking to do an open wheel season on iRacing, but it just depending on what season we can run. If we do get a streamer, there is some copyright problems with running IndyCar, certain tracks, etc., etc. So yeah, but Jarman, it's not really closing. It's kind of staying roughly about 3.4 second mark. Yeah, that's it, Nick. You know, Devlin is half paralysed, if I remember correctly. He does have a custom Logitech wheel. I'm pretty sure he's either paralysed on his right or left side. I can't overly remember. So he does use custom buttons and stuff like that. But yeah, he's for what he's achieved so far, he's definitely an outstanding driver and the utmost respect to Devlin. As I said, he's very appreciative of us, and we're very appreciative of him. Same as him and Scally, so we know that they're good friends all the way over in Belgium. So. He's probably one of the most consistent people on attendance as well. He's here every week, never gives up. He's just outstanding. So, yeah, as I said, hats off to Devlin. He's been around as far as I'm concerned. So. Yeah, so after the Porsche Scrubby, we are doing an open wheel season of some sort. We just need to kind of work out what car we can use. Looks like Pat's really starting to push now, with 6 laps to go at the end of this one. And he's lost a bit of time here. That's the question. Curry's come back, crawled back some time to Wade. 2.6. That was at about 6 seconds. So Wade looks to have made a bit of a mistake on lap 54. So he's done a 106.7, which I think is where Curry's brought back 2 seconds in. But now he's got Walker to do with a bit of lap traffic, so probably not what he wants. Jumped out of the way, good work there, mate. Same as Walker. Walker is pretty alright. Me and him have had our differences in the past. One typically being Spa in the touring car season. I'll forever have PTSD about that one. But no, other than that, he's not too bad. It's just kind of the battle that I want to keep an eye on, as well as Curry to Wade. But I don't know if Curry may have the pace to catch Wade, like just pure pace. Four and a half laps to go. Yeah, no more safety cars, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, getting both cars on the podium would be good, would be big. But yeah, I think, you know, maybe a bit of a stretch, but maybe for Curry's first race in main series, he's doing an outstanding job. I couldn't be happier. legendary bloke and ultimate quick racer. He's crazy quick. Excuse the Blackman there. Well, John's coming across the line here. We'll jump on board for a lap. Around this very spectacular Branch Hat circuit, all the way from the United Kingdom. Pat looks to have made a bit of a mistake there. It's gone from 2.7 to 4.1. John hasn't used overtake as well, so achievement. Ooh, half a second. Oh, Wade's got damage. See if I can catch that. Oh, lap car, Costa Rock. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Wow, I feel bad there for Wade. I don't think there would be fuel concerns. Maybe, I don't know. But looks like Pat made a bit of a mistake around the back section somewhere. He did a 106.2, so he must have run wide there. He's just pushing and pushing and pushing. Oh, Wade's gone off here. It's that front aero damage that's killed him. What has actually happened? Oh, just too hot into the corner there. Very unfortunate there for Wade. That's pushed Curry back up into B3 for a podium. 4.4 to John with 1.5 laps to go. John did their good old undercut and it may have finally worked, but no commentators curse, please. Ooh, Pat's got some rear damage here. What happened here? Ooh, let off and just got rear-ended by Campbell. Wow, that's interesting. That's really interesting. Campbell didn't get damaged, but Pat did. Or GT7 problems. John's on the run to Tyler to lap him. Tyler's done an outstanding job here, P7. As John rounds us the second last corner for the final time here at Brands Hatch. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will be John's first race win here at Brands Hatch in the number 95 It's Racing Esports car. Solid drive, mate. Well done on the strategy. Much deserved on that win. And Pat coming across the line, rounding the last corner in P2 there for It's for Mash Bud Racing, my apologies. And Mitch Curry on his main series debut gets a podium in P3 for It's Racing. Hats off to you, my friend. Wade unfortunately gets a bit of damage there. Crosses the line in P4. O'Shea crossing the line as well, around the last corner in P5. And that, ladies and gentlemen, should potentially seal the championship there for Pat. Ando crossing the line in P6. Lansdale rounding the final corner in P7. Campbell in P8. Harcourt P9. Walker P10. Breeder P11. Costarock P12. But that there, ladies and gentlemen, is a win for John Shepherd, finally, in the number 95 Esport, It's Racing Esports car. As we run through the field, John with a stellar performance there, getting the win here at Brands Hatch. Trappett coming home in second place, Curry in third, Bonjuvi in fourth. So unfortunate there with that damage there, coming together with Costarock. O'Shea P5, Ando P6, Lansdale P7, Campbell P8, Harcourt P9, Walker P10, Breeder P11, Costarock P12, Old Man P13, and Calypso rounding out the top 14 there for drivers. And we can't forget about Jamandal. It's in the safety car there, 62 laps down. Good work, mate. Top job. But yeah, that's an outstanding job there for those lead drivers. The Brands Hatch always brings a an interesting one. But yeah, congratulations to everyone. And that there, ladies and gentlemen, is round 9 of the Formula Trackside Championship. Question is, has Pat won the championship? That is the question. We will find out by tomorrow when the results get posted by Spud. But yeah, solid performance there by everyone. Top job. Unfortunate to those guys involved in with some lap traffic and stuff like that. It was another safety car free race, so that's a good thing. But yeah, solid work there. Double podium for It's Racing, and potentially a championship win there for Pat. But we shall wait and see for that one to come out. But until then, thank you everyone for joining. It was fun. It was a long 63 laps. And we shall join you next week at St. Croix B, where the F2 will be up at 6 p.m. And main series will be there at 8 p.m. But Pat looks like he's doing some celebratory burnouts, which my guess is he has claimed that championship. So yeah, big congratulations to him. It's been a long season and he was pretty much unstoppable, but that will be the number 1 on the car for next year. So big congratulations there to Trappett. So solid work. Pat's doing some celebratory skids. Always got to do some celebratory skids. I'm happy to be streaming, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for cooperating, and thank you for joining in for round 9. And yeah, congrats to Pat, congrats to MSR. Top job. I think Pat has killed his tyres. So, ladies and gentlemen, that shall be the end of the stream. So thank you for joining me for round 9.